But now it's time for the last act. Time to play Act 2, and I personally hate this act. This act is just... I don't know. It's horrible by all means. Because it's a brand new act. This is not based on any of the levels from Shadow's past. This is all completely new level design. But I'll tell you right now, this stage is horrible. Because it has like 2 mini boss fights in the middle here. And I have no idea if you can actually skip it or not. I do not know. I know you can skip the second one, but the first one I do not know. Alrighty, I was supposed to not hit the wall. I've practiced this stage like all night last night, and I still couldn't figure out how to get the S rank on this. Except for like one chance where I was like, I had to cut a lot of corners. Like, you really have to really cut a lot of corners and exclusively use boost to get through. Like, you find all these shortcuts here and there. Like, you have to do this really awkward jump, side jump, just not to get hit there. Jump up here. Go across here. I do like the motorcycle in the background, though. Nice attention to detail there. Gonna go on this grind rail right here, because I think it's just faster. Also, you get rings, so I can get Doom Wing to go off. Come right here. Just boost to win. Now, I think this is kind of like the reintroduction of Black Bull from Shadow the Hedgehog, but I could be wrong on this front here. But this wind creature, this wind creature, I have no idea how to beat this thing in one cycle. Because when you try to hit him again, he has his ability that has this thing that would actually hurt your normal form, but he doesn't get hurt in Doomwing form. I have no idea how to beat this thing without getting hurt once from being in normal wing mode. I have no idea, and I probably never will. But this one here you can skip though. If you place yourself in the highest point of the stage here for this particular sector here, you can actually avoid this boss fight here. You can just go like, I don't want to fight you. I'll just go across here. Booyah! Who needs to fight that creature when he can just skip it? And if you want that S rank in this stage, you have to skip at least one of those fights. It's basically almost guaranteed. Cross this way. Hit these stupid. And this ain't the most often than not the black arms is actually attacking you. Oh, come on. Where's my Doom Wings? My Doom Wings inactivate! Curse them! I'm going this way. I'm not going the bottom way. Oh, again, the stage is just very difficult for me for some baffling reason. It's just this really awkward difficulty spike that gets you. It doesn't seem like it's hard, but you'll get to this point where you're just like, man, I really just want to get the stage over with. There we go. Jump right there. Go like this. But yeah, I really wish it was black. Maybe like the first act would have been, Radical Highway, and the second act would have been, the Black Comet. No! Stupid wall! I hate that wall! It's like, you can barely avoid this stupid wall here. Like, you just have to jump around awkwardly for it. Oh my goodness. And you thought this session was going to be shorter than 2 hours. It's like, well, I'll show you. I'll just take the shortcut here without having to worry about that. Booyah! Who needs to go into a loop when you can just go sideways through the loop? Alright, Doomwing's back out. I'm going to take this nice little shortcut right around here. There we go. And why not? We'll take the Doomwing ability here. Across this path right here so we don't have to deal with those gun robots. And booyah! And that's the end of the stage right here. Again, you really have to basically cut a lot of corners to get S rank. I know this is not S rank. This is probably B rank at most. No, A rank. Not bad. But yeah, I wish it was a different stage altogether, though. But now it's time for the finale. Let's take this, let's take the Black Doom and take him down. Time to take on the boss. It's time to end this bond between us, Devil Doom.
The time has come, Shadow.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Time to sever this bond between us forever.
It's time for me to move on from my past like I did before. I'm gonna go to the future and I have to deal with you. So here is the final boss of Shadow Generations, folks. Here are our final boss fight. This boss fight is taking place exactly from, sort of like this form was taken from in Shadow the Hedgehog, where Devil Doom got all 7 Chaos Emeralds and transformed into this. But it seems like he now has learned the innate ability to morph into this form and every time he wants, though. But every ability Shadow has gained throughout this adventure is going to be used in this fight. First off is the Doom Manta ability, Doom Surf. So if you mastered Metal Overlord, then you'll know exactly how to fight this form. Knock back any of the spears you see before you to knock him back. And then hit right there. Jump in the ring here and slap him. Do some happy slaps. Again, you do not have access to chaos control in this boss fight, as much as I dismay on this thing. But it's, you know, it's kind of extremely convenient, Devil Doom, that you actually have. They go like there. Again, you're gonna have to do hit him as many times as you can with the early ability here. Because again, cutting corners on the boss fight is basically the only way you're going to basically get this S rank on this guy. Because this guy's gonna have 2 forms. Oh, you had enough, huh? I've had enough of you being on water. I will be in the sky. I'll morph myself into Doom Morph and take you on.
Perhaps I have underestimated your power.
You underestimated me? I'll show you you've underestimated me, that's for sure. Oh boy. You're yeah. Hollow threats from a Hollow Master. Huzzah! I almost kind of feel like the Doom Eye is actually what Black Doom fully looks like. And it's just this body form he has is just something that he can just muster at will. He always likes showing himself in Spectre form through his Doom Eye. Only when the Doom Eye, you know, attacks, fully transforms into his own thing is where he can actually use this. Yeah! You realize your eye is unprotected! Next time, learn how to use safety glasses. That's why these Cthulhu-like enemies, bosses, they really have no idea, like, why is my eye so weak? Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, ooh. Yeah, this fight is kind of interesting. What? Game? You know I want to go. Okay, good. Oh, okay. I was trying to go for the one over there, but the game told me to do the other way. The homing attack is never failed me once. No, hasn't. Oh boy. Yeah, if you do fall, there are safety springs to save you from death, so. But bear that in mind. There we go. There we go, right there. And hit him hard! Booyah! Alright, that's it. It's time to go into All Hail Shadow! As Devil Doom expands into his ultimate form, Neo Devil Doom. Not sure how he got more powerful being beat down, but we're gonna take him down anyway.
Splendid, Shadow. Truly splendid.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just ruin your day. So, this boss fight, is miles better than Time Eater by far. It's more involved. The objective is easier to master,
I have surpassed you.
and also in fact, it's just easy. It's just fun. It's a lot funner to boot. Right there. You have to homing attack into his eye. His eye is his weak point. His little big Mitchus. I don't know where this other eye came from, but I'll just. Oh boy. Also, the fact that this in boss fight, Shadow has full control of his wings, means he can actually raise and lower himself at will. But again, just like before, if you have to repeat a cycle, that means the S rank is completely gone from you. So bear that in mind. Like this, and hit him hard. And slam him! There we go. Oh, the next cycle will do him in. I'll show you what Doom is, Neo Devil Doom. Oh boy. And you gotta watch out for his little head slamming attack. If he does that, he will knock you back and cause the fight to go out longer than normal. Dang it! I missed that one spot. He was moving too fast from there. And now we have to repeat a phase. Dang it. So if you have to see this, if you see this portion of the fight here, yeah, that means you're repeating a cycle. And you have to watch out for his, ow! Yeah, if he hits you like this, he'll like try to swing you with his head and everything, and causing you a bit of a slowdown. You don't lose any range by doing so, though, which is odd. You just basically lose time, which is very unfortunate. Oh yeah, you and your Venus flytrap, I'll take you on one way or the other, buddy. I want this family reunion to end here and now. You've done nothing but cause me problems in my... And that's it!
Control. Your future is already decided.
Nope, no, it's not.
Will be one.
No. Shadow knows what his own destiny is. And this, oh man, the cutscene in this is so awesome. This is so anime. And hit the A mash button here and smack him down.
I will not be stopped.
Booyah! A kick to the face. Roundhouse. You know, Shadow should have just done a roundhouse kick to Devil Doom's face. But yeah, the boss fight's already done. This cutscene is really long, for the record. Whoa! And we go. Oh, he's gonna overpower him.
Cannot deny what you are. We are one and the same.
Also, I think if you wear like 3D glasses, you could probably get a 3D aesthetic from all of his the blue and red lights in the background. I wonder if that's possible, if you can see a true 3D image in the background. I've never tried it myself yet. I should. Just see if it's actually a 3D image.
To end this.
To end this, because this is not Devil Doom Generations. This is Shadow Generations, baby.
I crafted everything up till now, and yet you deny me.
Yeah, because I have a will that's stronger than you. Huzzah!
Shadow.
Well, that explosion does not look like a finale explosion to me. Let's pretty sure that's A rank. No, it's B rank. Yeah. Took too long. Dang it. Well, it's a B rank. You know, it was consistent at least. B rank for most of the entirety of both stages. And there goes Devil Doom, until he needs for next game. I'm pretty sure he's not fully gone yet. But with him gone, Radical Highway is disappearing into the ether.
Nice work. Perfect timing, too. Sonic is getting ready to confront the monster that trapped us here.
Oh, so he
If we're
finally
going
got
to
done,
skip
so,
the field without him noticing, we have to do it now.
Very well. I
So
leave
he
it to
finally
you.
got through Planet Wisp, did he?
Okay. I'll take
It took
care.
him that long.
Aren't you coming? He might need your help.
No, he's
need
got
to
something else to settle.
first.
Whatever.
Yeah, just go, Rouge. I'll catch up to you later.
Shadow?
Here I am. Booyah!
I knew you could do it.
Oh no, her illness. Maria.
I'm okay. Really.
Oh no,
Professor, what's happening?
he's disappearing. That's not good.
Without Black Doom's influence, the time anomaly is beginning to heal. We are returning to our own point in time.
With all their memories intact too.
I'll stop Rouge. Use Chaos Control. Stop this moment in time.
Shadow?
No, it's like Shadow wanted to keep them frozen, but Mary's like, no, I don't want to be frozen in time.
Besides, your friends need your help.
But you don't know what's
But you're going to die! This ending though is somber.
And if fate draws us apart, I will always be in your heart.
Maybe it's after this, Shadow will become a kinder hedgehog after this. But man, does this really hurt Shadow a lot.
Wait.
He's having a midlife crisis, I think, at this point, because these guys are disappearing, and we all know what's going to happen to them in the future. They get shot down by gun. That's a real shame. Well, it's time to head back and see the Sonics get squished by Dr. Eggman. Honestly, I think though Shadow should have told Gerald about Ivo Robotnik and basically say, hey, can you tell your grandson to stop being a jerk after a while? But that's it. That is Shadow Generations, ladies and gentlemen. It's an okay add-on. I will be very surprised if it returns in Sonic X Shadow X Silver Generations, whenever that 10 years down the line, but we'll see how that goes from there. But honestly, I think the story is a lot better than Sonic's portion. It's a lot more condensed, for the record. I do wish to understand why, Big was there and everything, but they didn't really understand Big's inclusion. But honestly, I think though they should have had more Shadow the Hedgehog levels, other than having, technically the Space Colony arc is a Shadow the Hedgehog level. Yes, true, but honestly, I think this should have been. I think they should have had at least, there was only 5 or 6 main stages, while Sonic had 9, But honestly, they just didn't want to take any more from Shadow the Hedgehog, which there's perfectly good levels for it. But I think they could have done the whole the Devil Doom Eye attacking. Ugh, we're up there. I think they should not have had Radical Highways take over in most of the stages. I think it just ruins the aesthetic a lot. It's a spectacle, yes, but after getting to the final level that is Radical Highway, it's just the wow factor is certainly missing. It's not as good as, say, seeing all these other stages, come back and everything. It's all right. It's all right. The presentation is obviously better than Sonic's portion. Really, I wish they would have just, redone every cutscene in Sonic's portion to match this one, because that cutscene showing Sonic and Shadow facing off was probably the best thing they've done in CGI before. And the additional DLC level, the movie level, was okay. I think they could have added, 2 levels from the movie. I think at some point, they had Tokyo, but they never give us anything more, like a second act in Tokyo. They only give us only 1 act, which is DLC you have to pay for. But though, my favorite stage of this game is Kingdom Valley. It's just the right length. It has the best grinding in the game and has the best set pieces. The worst stage, in my honest opinion, is Chaos Island. It has no reason to be here. Like, I almost feel like they just added that because they had to, justify the length of a Sonic game. Which, to be fair, in previous Sonic games beforehand, that's been a detriment to Sonic. Because you have to worry, are you gonna get enough money for $60? Are you gonna get your money's worth out of it? So they keep adding this bloat that clearly Sonic the Hedgehog games really don't need bloat anymore. Because we've had, Sonic Colors, the original Sonic Gen, and like people don't care the length of a game as long as that game, the gameplay and the story are consistent with each other. That's the thing. The music I really can't chime with. I don't really replay any of Shadow of the Hedgehog's OST. The music is kind of forgettable, honestly. But though, to be fair, Radical Highway has a good music track because it's Radical Highway. And some music from Forces is good and all, but... And also the fact that the Forces level was one of the oddball inclusions too, just because the level itself was really short, so that's why they had to add the Doom's Mirror Dimension to basically make it longer, because we all know that Forces levels were really short. Maybe at some point I will buy Sonic Forces and finally play that game for the first time to get my general thoughts on the matter on it, but as my first time actually playing the Forces level, the Sunset Heights is not a bad stage. Let's see, Rail Canyon is forgettable. Space Colony Arc is one of the better entry points of the series. It's overall, I think, the overall package of this game is just about, on average, on par from a traditional Sonic game. It really is. And knowing how successful this game was, maybe they will HDify, or basically remaster or remake the original Shadow of the Hedgehog. Like how everyone else has been hearing about rumors that, the adventure games, the Sonic Heroes, and maybe Sonic, Shadow of the Hedgehog are going to get remakes, remasters, one of the two. But I think for personally remake, but basically just make Shadow of the Hedgehog's levels and its gameplay style streamlined. Only 3 paths. 1 dark, 1 neutral, 1 hero. That's it. You don't need to complete the game 10 times in order to get the true ending of that game. Just max it to be 3 stories, a neutral, dark, and hero side, and you're all good. And people will play that ridiculously. You get that, Sega? They'll play that, no problem whatsoever on that front. But, and maybe I need to go and play. I'll have to go play Sonic Frontiers again. But I don't know if it's an open world game, and open world games usually don't tickle my fancy all as much before as previously, though. But maybe sometime in the future, when I actually get the time to do it, I will probably get to Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Forces, and potentially Sonic Adventure. If Sonic Adventure gets a remake or remade, with better ways to control its game audio, then yes, I will basically play Sonic Adventure for the channel eventually. But overall, if you're really asking for like one of the best like Sonic boost formula games, though, this is the game for you. Again, you have at least 14 stages. 14 stages of epic level design between Sonic and Shadow. And most likely the modding scene is already on top of things, basically adding new levels, new characters, and and morphing the game to whatever you want, just like before, like Sonic Generations beforehand. But again, perfect level, perfect game. Well, not totally perfect game, but I would say one of the better outings of Sonic. What will it be for us in the Sonic event? What will be in the Sonic timeline for us hitting next? Well, it's whatever the future holds. You know, I could start playing. I probably want to replay Sonic Adventure 2, since that game was hit on the GameCube, and I have the HD version of it now. So maybe I'll play that next for Sonic. So we still play the adventure era of this game technically. So, but that's gonna do it for us today here in the aforementioned Sonic X Shadow Generations game. Thank you all for watching. For the YouTube exit, ladies and gentlemen, next time we get around here, well, whatever Sonic game will come next, well, it might be quite the adventure. Until then, I will see you around for another round, or another Sonic game, or another Let's Play, whatever it appears. Ta for now, everyone. Toodaloo!